What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Mike.
And Tyler. And this 562 Classic video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. Currently open for takeout and outdoor dining. Please support the people that support Long Beach sports.
This Wilson CIF Water Polo Championship Classic, originally brought to you by Gazette Sports, and now this recall brought to you as part of our partnership with the Long Beach Post.
That's right, we're throwing it back. 2011 Wilson Boys Water Polo had one goal. It was the ship, and they got there and faced Corona Del Mar at Willett Aquatic Center in Irvine.
Nick Hoy and Maxwell Irving, probably the two names you're going to hear most. It's always good to have a dominant goalie, and it's great to have a player like Max Irving. Jackson Kimball, though, the leader of that Wilson defense, and this was a defensive physical clash. It was what we would call big boy water polo.
Yeah, sometimes you just feel like the two best teams meet in the final, and this was the case. Hoy with first two saves of the day. Just look at him get big in the cage.
Almost 20 exclusions in this game, you guys. And the first one gives Irving his first goal as Wilson takes the lead. At the other end, CDM gets an exclusion and gets its first goal. And it's like what we said in the Wilson girls game we did recently. When you get two goals like this early on, you just know you're in for a good one.
Yeah, 1-1 midway through the first. The Sea Kings are going to take the lead on this shot from Wyatt, lefty from the left side. High-quality goals throughout this game. You get the skip shot here from Brock Gordon. As we said, you could just tell early on this was going to be a great one.
Fun fact about CDM, mascot's the Sea Kings, but at JV, they're the Goldines. In the second quarter, the defense taking over here as Sea Kings going to draw an exclusion off the turnover and then convert it into the corner as CDM takes the 3-2 advantage. But the Bruins would answer as Jackson Kimball goes over to Maxwell Irving and, the one-timer into the corner.
One-timer, beautiful. Another exclusion, though, another one. And another CDM goal. Back and forth we go. Sea Kings leading 4-3. Look how hard these kids are working. I mean, no cheap goals on either, and nothing cheap, really, in the pool. CDM goalkeeper AJ Santa Maria also very good.
Yeah, and then Nick Hoy is going to get a hold of it here right at the end of the first half with the Sea Kings up by 1 and almost put this thing in himself.
Tim Howard!
First man advantage of the second half. Kimball followed the bouncing ball. Incredible slow motion here, but we were so young we forgot to mute the slow motion clips, so it sounds like a skateboarding video.
I like the skateboarding video sound personally, and then the buttery sniper from Irving in distance. I would add that the man-ups were huge here because there'd been some controversy over the previous couple years about exclusions in the CIF championships. So you see that Wilson defense creating the white squall and then the silver hammer dropping down to deliver a third straight goal for the Bruins.
Yeah, Santa Maria looked like he needed the Nina and the Pinta to stop some of these goals. Another great Long Beach crowd turning up for the Bruins, but CDM would have the answer coming back the other way, and it makes it just a 6-5 game as the Sea Kings crowd starts to get into it.
4 minutes left. How does this Irving shot not go in, guys? How, Sway?
Whew. That's a moment where, as a journalist, you're feeling like it might not be the team you're covering's day. Championship defense on display is going to keep them in it. Irving excluded on a key possession and another one of those kind of controversial calls that I just mentioned, but the Wilson defense is going to rally, look at the quick movement laterally, and they get the stop that they needed.
But another buttery sniper from Willis Allen. Wilson up. Great replay.
Yeah, I mean, incredible shot. I miss crowds first of all, and then great to see them riding that momentum. The Sea Kings, though, not going anywhere. 7-6 Wilson, 3.5 minutes left in this game, and on the 19th exclusion of the game, CDM is going to get a look at a tying goal.
But the deflection, it's going to hit the post and stay out. Kimball, though, can't beat Santa Maria, so CDM is going to get another shot at the tie. Here with 30 seconds left, that is current Wilson coach Barry O'Day there for CDM. But these two teams played 3 times this season. Twice in the regular season, they went to overtime. Have we ever seen that?
No, and it happens sometimes in water polo because it's clear who the best teams are in that sport.
Max Irving almost single-handedly stops CDM here. He forces the bad pass. He goes and gets the ball. He calls a timeout. And now also all Wilson has to do is play keep away and run the clock out to clinch its crown.
Yeah, all Wilson has to do is play basketball the way some states play it and just pass it around the perimeter and don't worry about shooting it. And this is just a well-executed keep away. You know, you play it with your younger brother in the living room, and now Wilson's doing it in the pool to clinch a CIF championship. Beautifully done.
Some of these guys played keep away with their younger brothers in the canals around Naples Island, but it's executed just as perfectly, and Kimball's going to hold it up. Winner, winner, Bruin chip dinner. Awesome victory for the Bruins.
It was the last time they won one, and everybody is in the pool. Coach Martino leading the way. This, they 12th CIF championship for the program. They're still treading water. This is the most dangerous celly ever.
Well, and I just have to shout out that whole Bruin Aquatics family, the late Latham Bell, a good friend of ours that unfortunately we lost a couple years ago, Eric Berg. This really is a family. These guys have kind of been keeping the flame lit for this tradition for, decades at this point. And you love to see the father and son, the Martinos, celebrating. Coach Martino was a player on the first Wilson CIF championship, and his son gets this piece of history for himself.
Student section spoiled back then for Wilson. You know what I mean? Girls soccer winning titles, this title. They had Chase DeYoung on the baseball field. Like I said, that's current Wilson coach Barry O'Day there. That was a defending championship team, too, in CDM. And hey, it's a Long Beach guy, Rob Wygott.
Quick shout out to Nick Hoy. 15 saves in goal, was dominant throughout that playoff run. Sometimes that's what you need in water polo. And I just wanted to mention Nick Hoy actually was a recipient this year of the Gardabasio scholarship that we gave out to kids who have kind of an inspirational story. He had mitochondrial disease, which is a really, really serious physical ailment that he was able to overcome, played for the U.S. youth national team, obviously won a championship with Wilson, went on to play on scholarship at Pepperdine, but heroic performance in the pool and a special kid in Nick Hoy.
Irving was also one of those ODP talents. He had 4 goals, 3 steals, 2 field blocks, and an assist in this game, if you need him.
Stupid.
This was really, though, the end of an era. The 11th CIF title for Wilson Boys Water Polo in a 16-year stretch. Like I said, it was the last one they won. They reached that final in 2012 and lost, but this was it. That just looks like a crazy different program, a program that really dominated.
And I'm excited they've got some young talent that's hopefully going to have that W racing around the edge at Woollett again, because there's something special when your legacy programs are out there winning chips, and obviously Wilson Aquatics has been a legacy program for more than half a century.
We've really loved taking these look backs at these 562 classic videos. This video was done by request, so if you'd like to see a specific video that we've done in the past, give it a recall, give some behind-the-scenes insight on these classic highlights, shoot us a DM, send us an email, let us know what you want to see on our next 562 classic video.